Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. Today we have a pretty good crowd, 25 of us trading. Everybody here has made the 250K minimum so they can trade up to $1 million on margin. We are going to be trading NVIDIA again today. So remember, this is an entertainment station that is teaching you through entertainment, trying to make it as exciting as possible, which it should be on NVIDIA with this share size. But please read this disclaimer. Make sure that you get professional help before you trade. I am not a licensed financial advisor, so you should always trade in a sim when you follow anybody's strategy. Make sure you're good and green before you try to go live with real money. Either this YouTube station or anybody's book, it's all up to you to trade in a sim and make sure it's working for you. So we'll move that aside, make sure you read that. Now, we're going to be trading the RV strategy. I'm going to go over it. It's a little bit different for those of you who've been following us with this strategy. What I did today, rather than mark out the it says 4 hours on all these blue lines, 4H, but I actually was doing the daily chart and I forgot to say D, and I didn't want to go back and change them all, so I just told you guys. So on NVIDIA, I decided to just do the 2 Fibonacci's and the day, and I marked the 500 high up here as well because it has turned around on the day a couple of times there. So that's a big number if it ever made it that high. But basically, we're looking to trade inside the ATR levels, which were set by, if you don't know about the RV strategy, they're set by basically looking at the close of the previous day and then looking at the ATR down here. You divide that ATR in half and you subtract half from the close and get the ATR low, and then you add half from the close to get the ATR high. That creates your range. That's not just a random way to do it. That's the mean range of the stock over a 14-day average period, a mathematical formula from Wilder's. So that is very highly respected. So that's what we look to trade in. And then since it's a range-bound strategy, that's our range. Then we're looking to try to create channels within that range, like ranges within the range. And how we do that typically, if you follow the RV strategy, is we do that with 4-hour candlestick patterns, 1 hour, 15-minute, 5-minute. We do it with Fibonacci. So what I've done today is I've just done it with a day. I went back and I marked it, and I'm on a 1-minute trade. So it's going to look like this when I trade. So it's really not very busy. I can clearly see these channels here. I can clearly see these support and resistance lines, ceilings and floors. The other thing I do is I do the Fibonacci here. So this is a Fibonacci on a 10-day high and low. So that's, right here. It's already broken the high, so it kind of threw me off. Yeah, this is the day before high. And then those become channel lines in here as well. You can see them. And then I do it on a 2-day as well. And there they are high. Again, it's broken the high from when these were marked. So, but that doesn't matter because you do them before the market opens is what you technically should do. So anyway, so now we've got our channels marked. Now what you also see of this hue is this is the volume profile. Set for intraday. So if I were to go inside this chart right here, there we go. So you can see that I have the volume profile set here, and there's a whole bunch of videos on how exactly to do that to get it marked for intraday, and then also how to set these levels, your high and low levels with arrows and everything, so you can kind of see when it should be turning around based on price action. Let's do that. So this is a 1-minute chart. This is a scalper's indicator, which you can get free on this channel, along with 9 other custom scripts that are from Day Trading for Success that I have put together with AI and some of the help of my subscribers. This used to be called the seller's indicator, and then we got with AI and some help from some smart subscribers here, and we developed something that even freaked us out, which has become the famous scalping indicator. It's like no other indicator out there. So if you do nothing else on this channel, you should go to episode 83 and download this for free. So remember, if you like the content here, remember to subscribe and give a thumbs up. We will be continuing to make custom scripts, continuing to do live trading demonstrations to help you. 3 different strategies we trade here: the RV strategy, the open strategy, and the escalator strategy. So there are many, many videos in our archive showing that being traded, and live demonstrations of that, as well as how the strategies work. And then, of course, if you get the book, Day Trading Volume 1, that's put out by the $1 Million Margin Club, that comes and trades here a lot, that it has exactly how to trade the RV strategy. It's very, very popular. It sold out for like a week and a half, even in your own self-publishing thing. Self-printing, print to buy, whatever they call it. And they couldn't keep up. So it's actually just out again. So that book is available again. I think it came out today. So if you want that, I know you could only get it on ebook, but it is out again. So Day Trading Volume 1. And I know that the pattern book is supposed to be coming. I think it's coming out this week too. So, and that'll be the Day Trading Series Volume 2. So, I'm excited about that one, like big time. So let's see here. So over here, I have a 5-minute chart. And then you had the minimized 4 hour, 1 hour, and then I already opened the other 5. This is the level 2. This is your active trader. That multiplied by 500 was hitting our max. Is that right, guys? That seems low to me. That's 300,000. Okay, so if it got to 500, that's 300,000. So obviously everybody can afford to do that, or we wouldn't be having that. I know Charlie set up that. Yeah, so she said everybody can afford to do it. Okay, so we're a little higher than 250 minimum. This is a bit lower than the 2,000 shares we were trading the other day with some serious high rollers. So now typically the RV strategy, which is a range-bound strategy, waits for the stocks to consolidate. Now NVIDIA has a whole different level of what we would call consolidation. So it's going to be moving pretty intensely. So we've adapted the RV strategy to use with that. But typically you're looking for, the stocks that move $7, $6, $7, $8 ATR range. This is like a $14 ATR range. So you need to set your share size accordingly to trade this, and obviously go into a sim and make sure that this works once you figure out how to do the strategy. It's a pretty simple strategy. We developed it back in March of this year for beginner traders. Even though it looks really complicated, it's really not that complicated, because you're basically just looking at lines and you're trying to trade in between these channels and call them out. Obviously, you want to learn how to scalp and get better and better at scalping. But the reason that we wait for 10 o'clock, and 10 o'clock's become a time where it's actually that 1 minute candle, because a lot of people, there's a lot of different strategies that are based around the market slowing down. And what's happened is that first 1 or 2 minutes at 10, it actually gets really volatile, because everybody hops into their different, I think there's like 200 strategies that are just around, the half hour after open. So maybe not 200, but there's a lot of strategies. So I've been noticing for quite a few months now that 10 o'clock can be pretty volatile. So calling the right direction can get you a leg up. Then you're already got a cushion to try to call the scalps right and the channels right. But basically, when you get the book and you watch some of these videos, you'll see that these ceilings and floors, there's an exact way to trade these. Exactly how to trade them. Like after it breaks through that ceiling, as soon as it breaks back down through it again, then you go short. Then it breaks down here, like say it's going down, and then it can bank off the floor, and then you start to see it go up, and it's certainly, before you get up here, you start going long. You're careful at the fib, you're watching it go up. It didn't make it, it fell off, so it didn't make the ceiling. You're thinking, my God, it's going to go back down somewhere in here. You go short. It might have shaken you out here and thinking, no, it's going to keep going, but ultimately you're going to be going short, and you're watching it. It didn't make it again. So you lose confidence. So you start to go long. This would have been painful here. This is a hangman, though, that basically tells you when you see this pattern, a hangman pattern, that it's going to go down. So make sure you get the pattern book. And there's another hangman confirming it's going to continue to go down. And then you have here a bullish an engulfing candle, bullish engulfing this bear. And when it's on the right side, it engulfs it. That is a signal that it's going to go up. So these are actually fantastic patterns telling you exactly what's about to happen. So if we were trading here, this would have been easy. I hope it continues that way. Another hangman telling you it's going to go down. And it did it. Then this one is nothing. I don't know what to do here. You could call this a bull flag. Yeah, kind of a bizarre looking bull flag, but yeah, it is actually. There's the pole. Here's the flag. It would go over here. It didn't quite. I mean, it's kind of maybe. Yeah, I guess it's past halfway, so it's not really a bull flag. But if it was, it did exactly what a bull flag's supposed to do. So you might, when you see the second green candle happen, you probably hop on thinking a lot of people thought that was a bull flag. So why does that matter so much? Because so many people memorize and read the pattern. So it's like a lemmings thing. So I know I didn't focus on that a lot these last 5 or 6 months because I was mostly trying to get you to the basic premise of scalping if you're new to trading, basically the premise of the open strategy, when to get in after that it breaks the pre-market high and low, getting you used to scalping afterwards, but really the next level is, got about 3 minutes, guys. The next level is everybody's here, right? There's a bunch of, I guess they're just away from their screens. The next level is understanding that next edge, like what do these patterns tell me? Are they confirming what I'm already seeing on the channel ceilings and floors, or whatever strategy that you are following? Candlestick patterns are used for everything since the 1700s, long before the stock market. They were used to count the grain market or the rice market or something. I should know that. I knew at one point exactly what it was for, but some dude, figured it out. And okay, guys, it is breaking the ATR here. So it's like it hit it once, came back down. Now it's hitting it again. So my thought would be that we might want to go short here if it starts to go back down. But yeah, so there it goes back down. So we have about just under 2 minutes. Let's keep a close eye on if it's going to swell right back down again. Then we'd look for this fib for support. Now you got the scalpers indicator, which is really important to watch, showing you the strength of all the sellers and all the buyers, the percentage. And look at it. This is telling us it's going to go down too. It broke that 4-hour. So nope. Now it broke the ATR again. So it's not definitively short here. So let's be careful here. Now I'll be calling the ball. That's why I'm talking, which means I am not a licensed financial advisor. They take their own trades. So we got about a minute, but I will call out what I see, and it's up to them. And I will, trade what I see. And then they can see, and then someone's handling the chat if they're missing something, because sometimes it's hard to watch this screen when you're trading and you're using all your concentration with this, 600 might not seem like a lot of shares, but it can add up to a lot of money pretty quickly. My goal, if you watch this, is 5K a day. Wow. So this is not a definitive short, guys. I got to tell you. I don't know what to call here. So this is the higher value of the VWAP right here. And it's tapping against that. It's breaking the ATR, guys. I am now switching my idea to go long. Yeah, I'm going to go long right there. That was 10 o'clock. So let's see what happens. So I'm ready to reverse if it breaks back through that ATR. Nope, it didn't. So that's good news. So I look at the big picture too. So this is your 5 minute. This is a 15-minute, I'm sorry. So I'm looking at that, and everybody on the 15-minute saying it broke the ATR. The only undecided was the shorts. It's long all the way. You look at the 5-minute, it's a continuation of a trend, long all the way. So you can get lost in here with these little moves, thinking that, oh, there's going to be some, we got to go down. It's going to short. And so you have to, now look how strong the buyers are here on the scalpers indicator. So it's done a reverse from where we were looking at it a minute ago. And basically, the volume's been higher with the buyers than when the sellers were winning. So you can see that. It's these last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles. And that's why it's reflected that way, here. So there's not a big move going. This is acting a lot like the consolidating RV stocks that we like to see, where it doesn't move so quick. It can't get you in a lot of trouble. They're over $25 billion float. Market cap over $1 billion float, and that 4 hour, that day right there is tapping on that day, and scaring me a bit. So that could be the end of that move. Now remember, these are days, not 4 hours. So we have to respect them a little bit more. And it pulled right off that. I was up to $500 here a second ago. So if it goes up there and retests and then starts to pull back, I'm going to reverse. There is no pattern other than a trend up. That's all we got is a trend up. So it's okay. So is it going to just pull back, or is it going to break it? It seems counterintuitive to reverse on an upward trend like this, so I'm trying to fight myself from wanting to reverse. I should have reversed at the top. I had a little scalp there if nothing else. Look at that, huh? Now this is a hanging man right here. So that hanging man is telling you that this is going to go down. So it's not really ideal because his head should be up here. But it's a little bit of a hanging man. So So yeah, this is the thing, right? Since traders are like lemming, it depends on how they're going to call them. What are they going to call them? Because some would call this a shooting star, with the spike up here, which means it also means it goes down. So hanging man at the top of an upward trend means going down. Shooting star at the top means it's going to go down. Again, I'm trying to call more patterns to help you guys. I have this set pretty sensitively. This isn't really a hanging man, so most people probably wouldn't call it that. So, I don't know. But if it's it needs to break through that right now. It needs to break that at the 496.87. So is it going to break it? Damn, it's just not. That's the third time now. It needs to be like a breakout, a flat top breakout is what you're seeing there. And it's not doing it. And really, the next time it goes up there, I'm going to reverse, guys. Look at how the volume's dropped as it's trying to break it. So I'm not feeling good about it, breaking it. One more time. Is it going to go up there or not? Oh, man. That could have been it. Wow. That was it. I'm going to reverse. That's a terrible position. I could have been way up there. I banked that, and I'm reversing. I'm getting ready to go back again if it seems like it's going to... Oh, damn it. Okay. Remember, follow your gut instincts, not me. I really thought it was going to drop off, and then I thought I was missing the move. And now it's doing what? And now it's probably going to break out, and I'm going to have I'm going to try to not go red on my first trade here. Wishful thinking, tapping it again. Wow, and now it's breaking through. There we go. That's what's open. That's what's banked. It's chipping away at this. There's another. That's closer to a hangman, which means it's going down, but my position's so far down. I'm all the way down here. This is where I am, like right in here. So I'm not liking the look of this to make money. I'm going to reverse again. I'm back to 300 going long. You guys see me do this. I've been on this thing where I call it too short, too fast to turn around, and I could be calling it completely wrong. Now I'm looking at the ATR here for support to go long. I'm not going to reverse yet. Wow. Some of you are doing way better than me. There's a couple people over 500, so that's good. Yeah, I just called that one wrong. A lot of times you get jumbled up from what you've seen before, and you want the same move to happen again. And I mean, really, here's the channel. It's showing me the channel right here. So, you know, it gets here, you go long. It gets here, you go short. I'm kind of been playing it in the middle, which has been my downfall here. So, gets up near that ceiling again. I'm going to reverse like I should be doing and play the channel because it never broke through. Yeah, it's definitely moving slower today than the other day, huh? When we were trading hot, because last week I think I ended with the 50 share. We were trading with 50 shares last week. So I thought this would seem more like the 2,000 shares, but it's kind of, I'm feeling kind of bored. But you guys should be wicked excited. Well, every trading demonstration, you know, everything you see like this, you learn a little. You learn something, right? Something's being learned. Get me up near that ceiling up there. There it is. I'll reverse right there. Is it going to break it now? This is reconciling, right? Am I got this in the wrong? No, 46.30. Yeah, no, it's reconciling. I thought maybe it was the wrong candle suddenly. Wow, that's good. Yeah, you guys. Wow, somebody broke 1,000 up there. Yeah, this is a good move down suddenly, so that's what we were looking for. So let's ride the channel, right? Let's ride the channel. So this is what we want. We want to ride the channel here. So is that going to close as a shooting star? It did. Or inverted hammer, really. Inverted hammer and a little bit of a shooting star, which means it should be going down, not back up. Oh, man, it didn't go. So it's not going the full channel. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create another channel. Yes, I'm taking my eyes off the ball here, unfortunately. What am I at? Okay, so I'm okay. So this has been 4 times now. So I'm going to start, and this is what you do if it doesn't make the channel that you want. I mean, also when you break the ATR, you're kind of out of the RV strategy and into the escalator strategy, where you look for a retest and then it to take off. So none of these are exactly a pattern. So I'm just reaching, frankly. Now, that is definitely a shooting star, and that definitely means this should be going down, and it's not. So now, what is the accuracy of a shooting star? I think it's like 75%, so it might not work every time, and it looks like this one isn't going to do it. So, but if I were going to call it, if I had to make a judgment to get in or get out, I would go short right there. And then the next waypoint would be the... there it is. It does look like it's going to go down. Yeah, that would be the ATR level. So it looks like it's trying to get to the ATR level here. Yeah, I'm going to reverse at that. And I broke 1,000 that way at least. This should give it serious support. This should be the retest. It should not be doing what it just did there. And I'm going to give it a what for, because that is not supposed to be happening. It's resting on the 20. So now most candlesticks know they're supposed to obey the rules. Some don't. God, if that was only true, right? Maybe we need a clicker, like they do train cats and dogs to come to food or to come. We need a clicker for the candlestick. So, go up to 500, please. Yeah, I know. It's when people are losing money, it's not fun to joke. I understand, but I think you do need to look outside yourself, and then it'll take some of the stress away from what you're doing. Just stick to your trading plan. I definitely get comments like, first of all, how can you be so calm? Secondly, how can you joke? And thirdly, why are you telling me a story about your life? I get them all because, and there's, people are wicked intense because it's money, it's a living, it's, but crossing that hump without just saying, I don't care if I lose money, whatever. I don't mean that, but I just mean putting it in perspective. If inside, you're going to file your max loss. My max loss for any particular trade, by the way, is $400. We all talked about it. So I have $400 set up for a max loss. That's pretty high, right? But with NVIDIA, you can get shaken out of all these trades so quick. Like, look at this. Like, this is going to shake me out right here. This could go 400 right now. I'm long on this position, right? So I don't think I'd reverse. I think I'd sell and I'm only $100 away from, wow, this is actually right when I said it. It's like it said, oh, okay, well, thanks for telling everybody. So now we're going to mess you up, man. We're going to mess you up. Yeah, the fact that it's below that ATR and back into the RV, this would be the channel I would look at right here, back and forth to see, can I play this channel now? And or is it going to go down to I didn't go over 400, right? No, okay. I'm looking at these guys up here too, so. Yeah, there's somebody there that's over 1,500 already, so he's doing really good. Considering what I'm at, I'm thinking you must be doing. Oh, here we go. All right, so is it going to break that, or is it going to come back down? So it broke through the ATR again. So this is theoretically the retest for the escalator strategy. I mean, it went a little beyond retesting, but this is nice and strong. Volume went up with the buyers, so I like the look of that. I don't have any pattern here to call to you guys. I mean, I guess I do. I mean, this is, other than this wicks a little. The other thing, my wicks are set. My candlesticks are very sensitive, so I will take license with this because this does look like a bullish. This is a bullish has engulfed a bearish candle. So the bullish engulfing candle on the right here means the action's going to go up. That's not what's happening, but that's what it means. So, sometimes it takes a couple of candles for the pattern that you see to actually come to fruition, to make its move. But I liked it way better when I was over 1,000. It keeps messing with me here. So it seems like, guys, that we might need to be taking much smaller scalps, and that's what he's doing clearly. And I'm waiting for the bigger moves. And I don't know. It doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of slippage with this share size. It's not that high. Now remember, guys, these are multiplied by 100 if you're new to level 2 or trading, and there's a lot of hidden people here you don't get to see. So it's no trouble getting filled. The higher share size, the more slippage you get getting filled. Like it's going to go down to a lower price to get all your shares filled. But this is low enough where on a stock that's got such a high cap and float that it's usually no trouble getting them filled. Take a look at this 5 minute. We have a bull flag over here. I'd love the flag to be a little longer, but this is a bull flag. So now we look here. If this 5 minute is green in a minute, this could signal a fairly large move. So a lot more people watch 5 minute patterns than 1 minute pattern, which is kind of just a bunch of swales here, like a roller coaster. There's no solid thing to mark here. I always try to find them and I'm calling them out, but sometimes it's pretty weak. I mean, it would even be better if it made another, not that I want it to go down right now, but a little bit more red before it went up. So a little bit bigger pendant. And then why does it matter? Because everybody's seeing this. So when we get close to closing on a 5 minute, which is a ways away, if this is green and the other one's opening green, a whole bunch of people are going to jump on it. So that's why they're going to go long. And it's already going up. So they might already be doing that because they're going to miss. And there's the upper value of volume profile on the 5 minute. There's the point of control, or the magnet, I call it. It is now showing you that it wants to be a bull flag. So let's see what happens here. There's a hammer here. See, that was some indecision here, right? It's a little bit higher volume when sellers came in, so that's not good. Now you've got this major support here. Major support now for the ATR. So it broke through it like a resistance now. It's a huge support for those going long. Look at it go. Wow. Okay, so let's not lose this profit. When's that closing? It's still got a minute, 2 minutes really for this to close. So this is not definitive of a pattern for anything on the 1 minute. The 5 minute, if we're just talking patterns, we need another green. Wow. Okay, so it broke through that daily. Now, is it gonna? That's where it could fade off, because that's what it's been doing. It's been fading off right there. No, it did not do that. It went right through, made a new high. Okay, so new high is going to signify that more people are going to jump on. There they go. So you just saw price action flying in here on the 5 minute. Look at it. So this is also set for intraday. So you can see this is the price action happening right here, this blue. So people are jumping on this. And it's going up, volume's going up with the buyer. So everything here says it's going higher, and it is going higher. But it may not make it all the way up here. So this is really nothing on daily charts has stopped here. So if you've seen me mark out the SPY, you know this gap can just be sucking it to the other end here. And then you got to look right here what could happen. Or it fades off. I always compare it to like, oh, you're taking it on a jet. You're going straight up. You're hitting G-forces, and you kind of like pass out and fade back down. So I like to think of them being alive, and it helps me read them better the way I feel. You know, I can kind of feel the candles. Too much money to let this go down. Too much money to try to ride this down on this move. So. Fact, I would tend to sell and wait rather than reverse. Now, you know my goal's 5K. It could be tough today. The action's pretty slow, but this would help quite a bit. With the 600 shares and moving slow like this is a little unlike NVIDIA. That's kind of telling you too. People are unsure because it's so high up. Can it break the even dollar there? 498, it did for a second, then pulled back. It's trying again. Broke it, staying above it. Can it feed it and stay above it? The bid's at 98 even. Nope, it pulled back a little. Now that's twice that it stayed above it. It broke it. Look at that. So now we go up there, new high. Wow. Okay. Can it break to the next one at 50? The 50 cent. We're looking at the 50 cents here. Sounded like I was talking about the wrapper. Wow. Whoa. Okay, I am going to reverse there, guys. Mostly to bank it, but let's just see if there's the $500 mark. That would be the next part. Wow. So it's going to pull back and then go back up to retest it again. That's what I believe is going to happen. So I'm trying to catch this little pullback. I'll take it right there. In between those two. I'm going to get ready to reverse pretty quick here if it breaks back down through that 36 level. Oh, shit. Okay. $150. Break below 3. I'm reversing. Breaks below 3K. I'm reversing. Nope, it's going back up. I'll take a lesser loss up here. It definitely looks like it's going to go back down now to me, so I'm worried. Yeah, I think I'll take on the next climb up. I'll take a lesser loss if I get another chance to do that. Come on. Oh, that's $100, but it could slip to $200. I'll take that. That's a lesser loss for me. And it slipped as it was, and it went up. So, called it wrong. Yeah, you guys are doing really good up there. So it's just kind of, it's got like a nosebleed up here. So I'd like to see it, push hard. I feel like I'm kind of going the wrong way, but then it kept trying to shake me out down here. So I don't know. I'm going to reverse there. It's hitting that ceiling, and it's either going to hit the ceiling, and I'm going to reverse. Is it breaking through there this time? I'm going to take a lesser loss and go long. I'm going to look for it to bounce off this floor. So I did a couple little scalps in there. I think I broke even. What the hell was that? Okay, that's not what I want to see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is still on its bull flag move over here, which means the pole is the distance this should move. So that is that's a $3 move from here. 96, that should mean it should be right at the 500 mark if it completes this move. So if I just looked at the 5-minute, which I'm inclined to do right now because I'm having a hard time with the 1-minute patterns, I would call this this move should continue to go up, but I don't know. I mean, it kept hitting here, hit this little channel. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. I'm gonna reverse there. I'm gonna reverse again. What did I get it at? 49. So I mean, really cutting it close with these scalps. think I worked my way up a couple $100 with these stupid little moves, but it seems like this is a hard one today, guys. We're not getting these big moves. So to get to 5K, I'm going to have to get pretty creative here. Yeah, I'm 4 minutes away from my half hour, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not saying I'll stop immediately. So we have anybody? Nobody's over 5. Yeah, it seems like it's been kind of a slow morning. No wicked excitement or anything. So the best pattern we had was right here, this bull flag, and now it's starting to pull back from that. So now I would, if it ever got this high, which it doesn't look like it's going to do it, that would be like hitting a wall, 500. If you look back on the daily, you can see there was a whole bunch that that turned around right at the 500. I think it went up to 502 maybe. Here, we'll just open it up and look. 505. I went to 505. So here's the price level right here. So at 500 mark. So I think that, yeah, so you can see how it hit it here a couple times. So, and the fact that it's a 500 even dollar. Okay, now go back, please. Okay, my mouse is like not doing what I need it to do. There we go. Nice. It's nice to come back and be nice and green. Whew, starting to panic there slightly. I could have just reduced it the other way, but a double click on the top should do it. This is a little baby bull flag. No, it's not. Never mind. I am definitely looking for these patterns. This is a glitch. I can't count it. I have such a sensitive setting here. This is definitely the escalator strategy. Boom, retested, took off. Right here, it seems to be finding its resistance. This could be the next point, and this should technically look for the bigger move here to go up, and don't get shaken out on these little 1-minute candles right now. The escalator strategy is going to have a bigger move usually. Now, we're nowhere near any fibs here, right? No, the fibs are all below us. So we really got the even dollar, half dollar. This could be, for all intents and purposes, considered a $4.99.50. So technically, guys, I have a minute and a half, but I will look to see if there seems to be a chance, any kind of chance that I can make my goal without having to do the power hour later. I will stick it out a little longer for everybody. Yep, I figured that would be fine with everyone. So this is serious support right now. So remember, these are day pivot points, which means the stock has turned around on previous days. So for $4.99, it just broke. Nice. Nice. How high is that going to go? Is it going up to the 500? Even as it gets close there, guys, be careful. Now, there are a lot of people jumping on to take it to 500 right now. Look at the 5-minute and the 15-minute. It's just straight up. Buyers in control. No reason to panic. I'm going to bank that, guys. I'm reversing. I'm just going to bank it, and I will flip right back around if it keeps its move. I'm short at $4.99.78. $4.99.78. The only chance I can make the 5,000, unless I trade much later, is to try to catch these dips and then ride it back up again. So if I see this get, look at how close it got to 500. So it needs to break it for me to reverse. If it breaks 500, you will see me reverse here. So what's it going to do? It's definitely trying. There's going to be a lot of people shorting right now, guys, so be careful. Everybody's afraid of that level. Well, not everybody, but you should be if you're smart. That's a stratosphere kind of number, even for NVIDIA. Man, it's staying up here a long time, though. That looks really strong. Wow. There's 499. 499.99, I mean. I was looking on the ask, but I'd like the bid to get over 5. I won't be down much if it does that too. So it does look like it's going to break it, though. It does look like it wants to. Well, man, there is a battle going on here. Look at how strong the buyers were there on that. Now it's dropped off pretty far, actually. I gotta wake up. Still gotta wake up. Nice. Can this actually get me to where I want to go? I'm only looking for a few hundred more X, though. I'll cover to get out if I get over 5 here. Let's see if it drops that far. It's got to get all the way down to like almost 498 for me. That's way down here, so that's probably not going to happen. The only way I'm going to get there is by getting little scalps here. So, because now it's getting support here at the 499.50-ish area. So, is that going to go all the way back up again? So I should reverse if it bounces off that again. Tell me you're going to bounce off that. Look at what it's willing to give me is right here. So there's 50 cents. It's twice, 3 times. Whoa. Okay, that was a big pop that just lost me confidence from reversing. So I'm not going to reverse with that kind of 25-cent change there. So look at that go down suddenly. So there's a chance here for me to get to my 5 anyway. Some of you are already over 5. Yeah. Quite a few of you are over 5. How many are over 5? I'll look back in a second. There's 6. There's 6 people over 5,000 already. So I'm by far not in the lead. I had some bad trades there as they first started, and I was feeling a little unsure of myself. Well, I'm going to hold this and hope for the best. It's bouncing on the 9. This is the 9 moving average. This is the 20. There's the VWAP. ATR highs way down here. This is the higher VWAP up here. And then we've just got these, darn it, we've got these channels. Keep going down. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go down much further. Just looking at it, it seems like it's hovering around the 499.50 again. Well, it's below it. It's just not very definitive. So with the sellers, see how the volume drops. So that's not seller strong. That means reversal and going back up. Also, this is a bull flag. So this also means it's going to go back up. So basically, it seems like it's going to go back up. I'm actually going to reverse right there for it to go back up. I'm going to take that little, oh, I slipped that much. I should have held that a little longer. Yeah, I was looking at that. If this is considered by a morning star by some, then that says it's going to go back down. So I looked at that and I got a little scared of holding the long position. Just the volume just completely died. So that's another thing about patterns. When you when the volume's low, patterns don't mean much. Here we go. Here we go. Not going to get greedy. Get me to 5. What do I got? Yeah, I'm 5 minutes over already, guys. So I will be stopping soon. If you're only trading with me, obviously you can go on and trade. So you can keep track of that for your how you want to handle this trade, or if you're doing a series of trades right now. I'm close enough, you know, definitely close enough to the goal. I don't want to get greedy and suddenly be down to 2,000 and do something stupid, you know. So come on, make a big run for down there. You definitely look like you want to. Look at that. Here we go. So it broke the 499, strong enough where short guys are going to jump on. So let's jump on. There's shorters. Look how close I am. I'm really surprised. There it is. Okay, now I don't want to get slippage, so I'm going to see if I can get a little further down. Should have got out. One more tick up. I'm going to take that. Did I get it? Yes. Okay, I'm stopping. And watch it just go like, because I got out. All right, guys. Hey, everybody watching, I hope that was enjoyable. Remember, trade in a simulator before you try to emulate, copy anything that you're seeing here on these trading demonstrations, and watch all the videos so you really can see in the archives the different ways this can trade. And we trade here and look at all the strategies that we have. And thanks for watching. This is the last week before Christmas, so if you celebrate Christmas, you know, you got to start doing some shopping, right? We got to do some shopping. So, all right, guys, we'll see you soon. Thanks.